Why, hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rubydung. Welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. That is because today is a quote-unquote minor update. You can't see my hands. I don't know why I made that gesture. But today is a minor update. Hitting the F3 menu, you see we are in 1.4.6. That is what is considered a minor update, and this is probably the biggest minor update I have ever seen in any game I've played. It's kind of ridiculous what they're considering a minor update. Just to show you a couple of things, let me just lie down here and get you a little list of things that they added this update. So give me a second, but there is quite a number, so prepare yourself. Okay, let's show you a few things that they added. So, first off on the list, I'm going to come over to the crafting table here. I'm going to show you some of the new items they added. So first off, with the Nether Brick, I can go in through here, and I can craft, now using Nether Brick slabs. So, just like, normal brick, their Nether Brick is almost the exact same except black. So, just a cool thing little there. I don't have anything in this world using... Actually, no, wait. I have one thing in this world that uses Nether Brick, so not too big of a change, but that's a thing that exists. Outside of that, there is a new thing, in which case, if I take gunpowder and put that in the crafting there, I can now put in random stuff here. I don't remember how to craft it. Am I being dumb? It's with these items here. You put gunpowder in. I know with paper, yeah, you create a firework, but there is another thing that I need to check on. I thought it was just with gunpowder and item. Oh, wait, I need a up, obviously. Whee! That is a firework. You didn't see an explosion there, but that is because I am missing out on dye. So I need to run all the way around here and go to my sheep chest. I don't have any dye. That's fun. I can get dye easily, though. So let me just run around this direction and grab some dye here. And boop, grab that and grab some dye. There we go. Open up here. I can take a thing of gunpowder and any one of these items and a dye, and I get a firework star. So I can do that with a nugget, a feather, glowstone dust, a diamond, or a firework charge. In which case, each of them have their own little thing. The nugget, if I put it in, I get a star-shaped red. Put the feather in, I get a burst red. Put in the glowstone dust, I get a small ball twinkle. And then, if I put the diamond in, I get small ball trail. In which case, I believe I can put multiple of these in? Yes. In which case, I don't know if I can put in all of them. Okay, I think I can only put in select ones. Okay, I can put in all three of these. And I don't know what would happen. I probably don't want to actually spend a diamond on this. Can I put the feather in? No, okay, so this is like the most you can do here, I think. Which is this little combination here. And that will get me... Do I actually want to spend a diamond on this? Sure, why not? This will have me a firework star. Large ball, red trail, twinkle. In which case, I can go through and redo what I did here on there, but I can put in even more, I think? No, okay, it's just gunpowder, in which case I can no, wait, is it just the 2? Okay, what's up at 4? Okay, it's just the max of 3, I guess. So I put 3 in, then I can put that in, and it'll get me this thing here, which will be a flight duration 3, so you get 1 flight duration for each gunpowder you put in, a large ball from, I believe it was the fire charge I put in there, red from the dye, trail from the diamond, and the twinkle from the actual glowstone. Create that, Then if I go out here, probably want it to be fully night before I launch that. But I can create another one here for you. In which case, boom, just a red one. In which case, let me create a small one here to show you off this. So this is just a small ball red firework with a flight duration of 1. So come all the way out here to the beach and just launch off some fireworks here. Boom! Just a small little explosion there. But if I grab this firework and fire off here, woo! That was a diamond. But yeah, that's now a little thing we can have. So that thing over there, my firework launcher, is no longer an actual firework launcher. That's just a cannon. So that is one of the things they have added here. Another thing they have also added, if I want to come around the actual back here, they have added a new enchantable thing into the game. So I come around all the way back here. As you can see, I went all the way through the trouble to get 30 levels just for this. But throw a book in, you're now capable of enchanting a book. And you might be thinking, what kind of enchantment can you put on a book? What is a book useful for? Well, enchant that. Efficiency 4. Now you might be thinking, wait a second. Is that book mine faster or something? The answer, not really, no. Like, pull up my fist. About the same speed, so no, it doesn't mine any faster. But what it does do is if I were to go all the way around the back here and grab myself a pickaxe from my storage here, boop, then go over to my anvil, throw this in and this in, I can put efficiency on my pick using these books, which is a significantly cheaper option than just enchanting the item outright. So I can throw enchanted books on my items and I can save myself some money, which is really nice because of the villagers I have up there. I can buy one bookshelf for 1 emerald, 3 emeralds, which means 1 emerald per a book if I wanted to just break the bookshelf. So using that little method up there, I can get quite a few books to enchant, in which case I've already done. If I'm going all the way over here, I've enchanted up a few books to show off in this episode, in which case, just a little overview of, and one of those may have stood out there. By the way, I got a feather falling book, and I'm very excited about it. But one of those may have stood out a little bit. I'm going to grab my efficiency book I just got, and I'm going to grab this book, which is a brand new enchantment, and I'm going to grab this book to show off some other changes, in which case, all the way back here, they have added the new Enchantment of Thorns. So I got one of those here, in which case I want to go over here and just grab a random item out of the chest here. Grab this and throw it on here. This is an armor enchantment. It doesn't go on anything else. Like if I were to throw my pick in here, you won't see it goes through. That is because whenever you put this enchantment on a piece of armor, if you were to get dealt damage, you deal damage to the source. If it is capable of being dealt damage. For example, if I get hit by some TNT, I'm not going to deal damage to the TNT. For one, the TNT's gone, but 2, you can't deal damage to that. I believe another example is Cactus. Technically, Cactus doesn't have health, just has durability, and it doesn't do durability damage, it just does health. So, that's a thing to keep in mind. But there was another change that was made, in which case, this is to shears, which I have some in my inventory already. In which case, I can throw that in here, and throw that in here. You can now put efficiency on your shears, but that's not all. You can also, I didn't get the book for it, but you can get Silk Touch, which means you can put Silk Touch on your shears. You might be asking, why would I want Silk Touch on my shears? That is because with a set of Silk Touch shears, you can get yourself cobwebs. So that means cobwebs finally obtainable in survival. Previously, there was no way, absolutely no way to get cobwebs in this world. But now you can put it on shears and haul the cobwebs to whatever location you were wanting. So, theoretically, if I ever get myself a Silk Touch book, I can slap that on some shears, and I can move those around my world. But that's not all. Over here to this chest again, I'm going to grab you, and you, and go over to my anvil here, and I can throw this in along with this book, and you can see I am now capable of putting actual unbreaking on anything. So if it has durability, I can put unbreaking on it, meaning that finally, if in the event we want to have something in one of these chests to be not breakable, like for example, if I for some reason wanted to fish a whole bunch, I can make this fishing rod unbreakable if I wanted to make this diamond hoe even longer. Like, I don't know how much soil I would be tilling, but theoretically, yes, I could make the durability on this longer using that. But that's probably not what I'm going to be using this unbreaking book for. A couple more changes. One that I forgot to mention here is if I go back over to the anvil, throw in an axe, and throw in a book with either Bane of Arthropods, Smite, or Sharpness, I can now put that on an axe in the event I would want my axe to have Smite. That's the only enchanted book that I got that I could put on there, sadly, so I was hoping for Sharpness, didn't get it, but now I can put that on my axe. So if I wanted to actually use my axe as my main weapon, I can do that. As well, let's pull up this. I can now place down an item frame and put down a feather, in which case you can see it has a little bit of a 3D texture now. So that is very nice, but more than that, if I were to go over to the main mob farm here, you can see as they're on the ground, they also have the same thing. They're no longer just a flat texture, they have this little 3D texture to them. As well, one more thing. Oh, gotta remember to grab that. Another thing is if I hold down Control here and push my throw button, apparently the throw button is unbound for some reason. I guess I unbound it. But if I were to throw this, I can hold down Control and throw the full stack. Let me go fix the actual binding real quick. Okay, don't know why it wasn't working. It was the correct button, but now if I hold down Control and hit throw, the whole thing goes out. So once again, hold out my hand, hold down Control. I keep holding Shift there, and I can throw out the whole thing, which is going to be real nice. So in the event I just want to get rid of everything, that'll be nice. It's mainly going to be useful in multiplayer, I'm willing to bet, but that's now one thing you can do. Next up, let me grab a crafting table here. This is a new change to Sneak. So if I were to hold out my Sneak key and try to open up this chest while I'm holding a block, I can place down the block on the chest, which is amazing. I cannot tell you how nice that change is going to be. The same will also qualify for food. So in the event I was hungry, I can look at this chest, hold down, sneak, and eat my food. As you can see, holding down Shift right now, and pressing the mouse button, not opening the chest. So that is a nice little change there. A couple of other things of note here. Another change that they made was to villagers, in particular the white coats, which is really bad for me. Really bad. So if I go over to my white coat here, I open up the trade menu and go all the way to the back where the paper trade should be. There is now a new trade after it. You are capable of getting Enchanted Books off of white coats. Now, the change in itself is good. How did you get in there? Oh, nope, he's good. Okay, I was really confused. But now, this guy, this isn't as good now, especially considering how the trade following isn't exactly the best trade. Now, being able to get Enchanted Books, very nice. I can now consistently get a particular enchantment. So if I'm capable of finding a white coat with a very good enchantment, that is going to be extremely good. But since this guy, I spent a while trying to make sure that his last trade was a paper trade, and now it's not, that is very bad. So I'm no longer able to infinitely trade emeralds with this guy. And his last trade, in order to refresh, is asking for 15 emeralds, which is way too steep. So I need to get a new paper guy. But that means as well, I might as well go through these villagers and see what trades they have to offer. Because, for example, this guy, I can try to see what book he will offer me. And if it's good, that means this change wasn't all too bad. But if all my villagers here are going to have pretty bad trades, then it's a pretty bad thing. So, probably want to actually finish up trading this guy. I think this is the guy I let loose last week, so probably want to bind you up. And you're gone. Okay, cool. But, that's not the only changes that are going to be made, in which case, there was a change made to the actual base, as you saw. It was a temporary change, but I honestly might wind up leaving it for a while, just because I got really tired of traveling all the way to the underwater base. You might have already saw it, but if I go all the way down here, there's a spider there, so I'm just going to run right past him, drop all the way down here, and into this area. You already saw it, but there is now an enchantment table here. This is just a temporary thing, because I want an enchantment table next to the zombie spawner, so that way I can run up here, enchant the item, and run back down without having to worry about the zombies despawning. Ooh, can I shift and eat? Yep, it works here too, which is really nice. So, there is now just a maxed out enchanting table right next to the zombie spawner. This is just for convenience purposes, so that way I don't have to run half the length of my world in order to enchant things. I can just enchant things as they're going. I might move this again for even closer to the zombie spawner, so I don't even have to run upstairs to do it. But I've kind of given up on having an enchanting table not at this base. So probably just going to actually keep one. Might just move it downstairs over to the zombie spawner. I haven't decided yet, but that's just kind of a small change made to the base. But just to show you how small of and minor of an update that was, it's taken up almost the entire length of today's episode. Which, this was a big update for a minor update. Oh my gosh, I don't know what they were thinking labeling this as a minor update. This was absolutely massive. It gave us Fireworks, Enchanted Books, gave us, like, the sneaking on things, which is very good. I love this change. So many things. Like, I guess it didn't give us anything, like, big, like, nothing mind-blowing, but the technical stuff they gave us in this update is absolutely insane. I can only imagine the things that we will be able to do with this update. Like, being able to sneak click on things is going to be so nice. I can actually, like, place a chest on top of a chest. My god, that will be mind-blowing. Absolutely extraordinarily. But, even bigger than that is going to be the actual Enchanted Books. I can see the Enchanted Books being so good. Now, yes, it gives us an even bigger variety in the enchants we can get. So, we're never going to be getting as many enchants as we're wanting. Well, the correct enchants. But, we now have significantly more customability over what enchants go where. So, we're no longer bound by the ideas of luck, or by expending a ridiculous amount of diamonds, or in our case, emeralds, on actual enchanting. So, instead of having to spend 10 emeralds just to try to get an enchant where we want it, we can now spend 1 emerald. Now, yes, I'm going to have to cycle through a lot more enchants, but not every enchant is completely useless. There are some enchants that are going to be genuinely useful to us. So, I'm not just going to immediately discredit all the great enchants we got. I can see using every single one of them at some point. Well, maybe not every single one of them. Bane of Arthropods might be a little bit hard to use, but I will find a use for it. Trust me, I'll find a use for it. I'm sure I will. I probably won't, but I will. I will try. But either way, guys, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. Ooh, a little jingle. I hope you enjoyed. Mainly it was just a big recap about the update, but honestly, this update needed a recap. Just because it was labeled as a minor update, a lot of people probably missed how big some of these changes were. So, if you haven't gotten a chance to play this update, I highly suggest it, and use some of these new features. They are massive. But, either way, guys, I can only ramble about how cool this update is for so long. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. And see ya. Bye! Shit. I don't open it.